Talking about the performance and the ride quality, this car gives you the greatest of the pleasure to ride a car or a sedan especially, and the ride quality is also very good. The steering is very light to drive and you feel the power actually while driving. So in the second or the third gear you can feel the punch, and as the speed goes on increasing, the ride becomes very smooth and it is very easy to drive. Also, there is no engine noise coming inside the cabin, so damping has been done very precisely, so you do not feel any noise in the cabin. The cabin is very silent, so this is one of the most silent cabins I have experienced. And now talking about the ride quality, this car is having a good setup of suspension. The front setup is having MacPherson suspension system with lower triangular links and torsion stabilizer as well, and the rear setup comes with a compound link crank axle. So the combination is very good and it gives a very good touch inside the cabin, so you do not feel any bumps or any undulations on the road. So as a package it is a very good car. So guys, I'm sure that you must have discovered which vehicle I'm going to test drive or review today. So let's quickly commence with the detailed video. Hey guys, welcome back to Obsessive Car Desires, and as always I hope all is good. So today we have with us the Skoda Rapid and we are going to review this car. So without wasting any time, let's start with the video. But before that, those who have not subscribed, please quickly subscribe and press the bell icon to get the latest updates. Also follow our Instagram page to never ever miss any update. So let's start with the review. There is a Skoda logo at the center and it is positioned as per the signature design of all the Skoda cars, and on the bonnet there is an elevated structure which forms the nose of this car, so it looks basically the nose of the car. Below you will find the signature grille of the Skoda. The design is similar to the ribs of a person, that is the car actually breathes from here, and below for the radiator there is a honeycomb structure mesh which is again divided in two parts, so it gives a very macho look to the car. And now coming to the headlamps, these are halogen headlamps. Basically this car is Rider Plus, so it is the second variant in line, so it comes with the halogen headlamp and there are DRLs given with halogen headlamp, and there is a indicator near the grille. So below there is no arrangement of fog lamp. As I have said, this car is the second variant, so they don't provide any fog lamps for this car. So let me tell you something about its history. So this car was introduced in the Indian market in the year 2011, and this is the facelift version which was launched in early 2017. And this is the TSI engine which is 1598cc and is producing 105 bhp at 4400 rpm and 250 Newton meter of torque in between 2000 and 2500. So I must say that this car is having all the genetics of the Skoda legacy. As you can see, there is a insulation provided, so that is a good point, but the engine bay is taking almost 20 to 25% of the area, which could have been reduced and more area would be given inside the cabin. So now moving towards the tires, you will get black steel rims. There are no alloys available for this variant, and the tire size is 185/60 R15, so these are 15-inch tires. And those who don't know how to check the tire size of your car, you can check my Instagram ID. These are very stylish ORVMs, and personally if you ask me, I like these cuts and the edges they have given, and there is a side indicator as well integrated into it. The edges are also very sharp and they look very sporty. So now this is the side profile of the car. So the car height to the tire ratio looks very good. It seems a perfect combination. So if you check the B pillar, it is given a black tone. That white thing at the bottom is a graphical sticker. And if you ask about the ground clearance, this car is having a 163 mm ground clearance, which is good for a sedan, I can say. And the width of the car is 4.4 meters. So now this is the rear profile. So the rear profile has no changes at all from the previous version, so it is kept exactly same, and the width of this car is 1.71 meters, whereas the height is 1.4 meters. There you will find the antenna, which is not a shark fin antenna, it is a regular antenna. These are the defogger lines on the rear windscreen. This is the center stop lamp, and here we will find the Skoda logo as usual. On the left hand side the Skoda badging, and on the right hand side a Rapid badging. There is a silver strip on the edge of the boot, which is an extra accessory and it does not come with the car. Now moving to the tail lamps, these are standard tail lamps which are provided by Skoda. in which all the lights are normal bulbs. There is no fitting provided, and below there are reverse parking sensors which are compulsory for BS6 versions. Camera is not provided here, so these are only the sensors available. So basically now for opening the boot there are three options available. First is you can press this button on your key and the boot gets open. The second one is you can insert the key and also the boot gets open. And the third is from the driver's seat you can press a button and the boot gets open. So there are these three options available. So this is a humongous boot space which is being provided by Skoda in this segment, which is 460 liters, which is one of the biggest boot available in this segment. And here if you check, there is a strip which is fixed, so you cannot extend the boot from here. So these are the wheel caps provided, but they have not been installed on the tires. Now let's check the stepney. The stepney is of the same size, which is 185/60 R15, and it is a steel wheel as well with all the equipments required for changing the tire. We will close the boot now and we'll move ahead with the interior. So this strip I was talking about a while ago. Also, if you notice, the rear of this car resembles another car which is its contemporary. So please let me know in the comment section if you know the name of the car. So guys, now we will take a look at the rear door. So this is a sunshade which is an aftermarket accessory and does not come with the car. Now below you will find a combination of beige and black interior, where this portion is soft plastic and this is a soft fabric. This is the door handle, then this is the switch for operating the window. There is a space given for one little bottle. This is the speaker, and now this is the interior of the Rapid, which is in beige, so a maximum light comes in. Now let's get in and check the leg room. So guys, this is the leg room. The leg room is quite okay. The lumbar support is also very good. You feel very comfortable while sitting in this cabin. The front seat has been adjusted according to my height, that is 5'8". Now this is the headroom. You get a quarter glass as well, which makes the cabin very roomy and helps to bring in light as well. So now there is a central tunnel which is visible, so the person sitting in the middle will face some difficulty. And here there is a AC vent for the rear passengers, and below it there is a cup holder which is foldable, or a bottle holder you can say, and there is a 12-volt socket for charging your mobile phones. And this is how the bottle holder opens, and you can keep a bottle. It is basically very smartly designed to keep up the space. The back of the front seat is designed in such a way that it increases the leg room of the person sitting at the rear. Now this is the rear cabin light, and it is very uniquely placed, and the operation is also very unique. So there is a knob instead of buttons, and you can rotate it and switch on the light or a part of it as per the requirement. Now these you have to purchase separately. It does not come with the car, so it is an extra accessory, and you get it with the rider badging on it. So that's a good thing, and they are very soft. You get two headrests for the rear passengers. These are very comfortable, and the main point is these are adjustable, so you can adjust it according to the height to make it comfortable. And this is a hook and a handle provided. Now have you heard the third sound of the door closing? So this is the build quality of the Skoda Rapid, and here is the dashboard of this car, and anyone who is looking at this dashboard can make out that this is a Skoda car, because the dashboards are monotonously similar for all the Skoda cars, let it be Rapid or let it be Superb. There are some tweaks made, but the basic design is the same. One thing which I have not mentioned is the center armrest for the rear passengers. So it is available, but because the seat is covered with the plastic, I prefer not to open it. But center armrest is provided with two cup holders, and the width of the armrest is also sufficient for two people. So now this is the driver side door, and here you will find a handle. This is a toggle switch for the ORVM lock unlock button, and here you will find only two switches for operating the windows. Of the front two windows, actually the rear two windows have to be operated from the rear itself. There is a 1 liter bottle holder, and the boot switch has been provided on the door, so from here you can open the boot as well. This is the third option available. This portion has been fixed to the body. Generally the case is otherwise, it opens with the door, but here you will find it fixed. So for the seat there are not too many options, only you can slide the seat and you can recline it. There is no height adjuster available here. This is a lever to recline the seat, and this is the lever from where you can set the distance according to your height. There is a door seal plate with rapid badging on it, and this is a lever for operating the boot or opening the boot. So now let's get in. And now one thing which I'm going to tell you is especially for Skoda users. So have you observed that after closing your door you cannot open the boot? How cool and practical is this? Correct? So please let me know in the comment section how many people were knowing this feature. So now I'm starting the car. So there is a physical key and a keyhole. There is no start stop function for this variant. Yes, it is available in the further variants. Now before starting the car, let's again check the third sound of the front door because I like it personally. So this is the build quality being offered by Skoda. Now let's quickly start the vehicle, and the car has already started. And this is the steering wheel. So the steering wheel looks very simple. There are no steering controls on it, so the steering looks very conventional types as it was being provided earlier. This is the horn. It is a standard horn which is provided to all the Skoda and the Volkswagen cars. The steering is very light. Now these are the controls for operating the headlights and the indicators as well. And on the right hand side we have the wipers. So the wipers are decent and are very quick to operate, so you can also adjust the speed. And on the right hand side there is a switch which is used to switch on the headlights and the parking lights as well. And beside it there is a headlight leveler. In this segment the headlight knob is only available in the Skoda Rapid and the Volkswagen Vento, so no other car is having this feature. Now this is the instrument cluster where there are two dials. So the left hand side dial is for the tachometer and the right hand side dial is for the speedometer. In the center there is a MID screen which can be controlled by these two buttons here. So from here you can set the clock as well. The fuel gauge is also displayed here. So there are a number of options available, but this is a monochromatic MID. Colorful MID would have looked more appealing. The steering can be adjusted with the help of this lever. You can adjust the reach as well as the height. So this is a telescopic steering where you can set the reach as well. So that is a positive point about this car. Moving forward to the center console, these two are the AC vents which can be controlled from here. So the flap can be closed and opened from here, and the flow can be adjusted. This is a hazard button, and beside it there is a defogger button. This is a card slot wherein you can put an external USB or a card, and here it is the 16.5 centimeter touchscreen infotainment system which comes with the car. Let's check the sound. The sound quality is great and touch is also very good. This system offers to play FM, AM, and you can also connect it with the Bluetooth and you can play. Also there is an option of aux, USB and a external card as well. And below it there is a climate control AC with the option of automatic setting, so you can just press the auto button and the AC sets its temperature by itself. So that's a good thing. There are two knobs, one for the fan speed and another for the temperature, and there is a dedicated space given for placing the cups, or you can place some bottles. And there is a 12-volt socket for the front passengers, and this is the 6-speed manual transmission. And for putting it in reverse, you have to press the gear vertically downwards, move it like the first gear. The reverse has been engaged, but there is no rear view camera, so you cannot see the rear view in this system, but the sensors have got activated. And this is the handbrake. This is a manual handbrake, the conventional one, and behind it we have the handrest which can be adjusted in 2-3 levels according to the need of the driver. Also there is some space available inside, so you can open this lid and there is a small space inside. The width of this handrest is too small, so only one person can use it. This is the floating IRVM which is attached to the windshield, and it is having manual dimming. This is the front cabin light having a yellow halogen bulb. This is a passenger side sun visor having a mirror, and the driver side is having a ticket holder. Now talking about the safety of this car is having 2 airbags. For the front 2 passengers, there are no airbags available for the rear passengers. This is the other side door and a handle as well. The seats are having good cushion, and the lumbar support is also appropriate. Now this is the glow box. The glow box is also of decent size. This is a standard glow box. it does not have the feature of cooling. So guys, that's all from my side. I hope you have liked this video. Please let me know in the comment section, and yes, those who have not subscribed, please quickly subscribe, and those who want to get their car featured in my next video, please let me know in the comment section, or you can DM me on my Instagram, or you can email to us. And some of my subscribers asked me to assess the car, so here is what I feel. Till then, stay tuned, stay safe, and as always, drive safe. Tada!